So before we go anywhere, guys, I just wanted to let you know that I have more videos that are even crazier and unbelievable to even look at, that I feel like if I put them on YouTube might do the crazy things on my channel. So some of the videos, I'm gonna keep them to me. I'll just give you a description. If you want them, you can reach out on SamRex to it. There is an email. I'll send you to those videos. You might know how to use them, but because I believe I'm in the country next to South Africa, can give you crazy content of what has been happening here. Hope it helps. Anyway, hello guys, welcome back to another video. This is Sam Reacts to It. We are back with another one, and we are talking about South Africa and what has been happening in SA in the past 6 days, and why some people are starting to either think that it seems like they are being targeted over other people. And we'll get more in depth of that and look at some of the videos that are happening from what has been posted by other TV channels or news channels that are giving us some of the information of what has been happening and what is happening, because it's believed right now that over 72 people have died in this crazy protest where they are fighting that they believe that Jacob Zuma should be let loose. But everyone here and out there can actually tell that this is no longer Zuma out of the jail situation. It's no longer the looting, the killing, the fights that are happening. It shows you that it's now something else. It's something different, unexplainable. A lot of people are at hospital. Some are even in jail. Can you? No, the ones who are in jail, of course, they deserve to be in jail. But a lot of people are in the hospital. Some are even dead. That is really, really crazy. It's unexplainable what is happening here. So I'm gonna listen to this, what the other people are saying, and maybe try to give my own thoughts on the situation.
One man. Former President Jacob Zuma. Today it has engulfed the entire country. Business for one man. Started off as a protest for one man. Former President Jacob Zuma. Today it has engulfed the entire country. Business owners are complaining of financial ruin. Families are hiding in their homes, scared of being targeted. As always, some communities are facing the brunt of it. Like the Indian diaspora, they fear the riots are slowly revealing a racial divide in South Africa. Is the country that defeated apartheid forgetting its roots? Why are Indians being targeted for South Africa's failures? Our next report explores.
It's crazy, people.
These are post-apocalyptic scenes in South Africa. Roads overrun with military vehicles. Malls and stores pillaged. And the dreaded sound of rubber bullets. Malls and stores pillaged.
It's really crazy.
And the dreaded sound of...
I wanted to show you something here. Anyway, let's hope I can stop it this time as we go on.
Pillaged.
It's really crazy that you can see somebody like this walking comfortably after coming into a store, getting something you didn't pay for, and walking out like you own the thing. It's crazy. I've seen a lot of videos that are crazy in this situation.
And the dreaded sound of rubber bullets ringing through the air. How did this young...
I believe, you know what I think, because of how much COVID-19 has really affected the world as a whole, South Africa as well, we are still being attacked even where I am. I believe that people were looking for something to start a war, to start something so that they do these things, because I don't believe that this is only about Zuma. South Africa, we know it's a country that loves war. Xenophobia has been happening for such a long time. A lot of Nigerians and Zimbabweans have died in the hands of South Africans under their xenophobia mentality. Now, because of what has been happening here, it seems like there are people who have been targeted who have been targeted, who are trying by all means to strive their businesses or whatever so that they make it. It seems like those are the people who are being targeted. Superstores, which I don't even get why. And I wonder, in a country that is dealing with COVID-19, how do they recover from this craziness?
Young democracy descend into chaos thanks to the malicious defiance of this man, South Africa's former president Jacob Zuma. He's often called the Teflon leader, blessed with the uncanny skill of escaping blame. Zuma is neck deep in corruption, but in South Africa, he's still a hero, a champion of the poor, and when champions get jailed, expect a pushback.
The truth is, if they were to release Zuma, I think we would be free. As things stand, we are going to keep protesting.
Zuma is being investigated.
Let me give you a little bit of history. Zuma, of what is happening here. For starters, Jacob Zuma is a Zulu man. Yes, we all know these things. And if you have ever read any book of the Zulu people, the tribes and what they used to do, that's those stories of Shaka Zulu and craziness that we used to read from the past. The history, if you are history people, you enjoy those. Because Zuma is a Zulu, one thing that was gonna happen was this. These guys the Zulus are gonna push back. Because according to them, they feel like the reason why Zuma went to jail was because he didn't turn up in a court date that was set for him to plead in his case that was set in the court, and he didn't turn up for that case. So what happened was this. Because he didn't turn up, when he was asked why he didn't turn up, he was talking about how much the COVID-19 and the situation around his head affected him to be in this situation. That's why he didn't turn up. So the court decided that because you didn't turn up for this, we are going to put you into the jail sentencing so that we show you that no man is an island. Whenever you are required to show up here, you have to show up. It doesn't matter you're the former president or what. That's the reason why this man had to go to jail, right? If you have been following the news. Now, the Zulu people have come into their communities in agreement that they are going to fight to get their leader out of the jail, out of the cells there as he has been put in or out of jail. And in that situation, this has led to this craziness. But the funny part, when it started, it felt like they were actually on purpose. But it's somehow, somewhere, we knew that there was another intention that they were trying to serve, or they had something that they wanted to achieve. Now, as we go on with the story, we actually see that the mission was not really because of Jacob Zuma. That people just wanted to get things and steal food and whatever they can get with their hands. And that's exactly what they're doing. So, the problem here is not because of Zuma is in jail or what. This is just the small smoke that they needed to start the fire that they've already put out the whole country so that they can go after what they want. That's why you see them stealing the food, looting all the things from the shops, everything that they can put their hands on, they're looting. If they cannot loot, they damage the things, they burn the places. They are just, it's just people who are trying to send a message to the government, maybe telling them that they're tired of maybe lockdowns or whatever that is happening here. But all this situation has something to do. And you might think that these are only Zulu people. You'll be surprised that there are different cultures that are joined into this thing, that are going from left to right, causing problems in the street just to get whatever they need to satisfy their belly for the day too or something. Because I saw people carrying goats from a farm, going to get a lot of things that they need to eat at home, I believe. Some carrying sofas that cannot even fit in there now. So it's crazy. It's really,
for
really
corruption,
crazy.
but he's never appeared in court. No testimonies, no cooperation. So the top court charged him with contempt. He was sentenced to 15 months in prison. Zuma's response? More defiance. He refused to turn himself in for 8 days. All this time, his supporters were mobilizing. Then, on the 8th of July, Zuma surrendered. Soon, protests turned to
You
riots.
see,
Slogans gave way to plunder.
you see how what they're holding. These are the Zulu people. This is how you see them. Like whatever they're holding, it tells you that they are people on a mission to get their leader out of what? Out of
It
the
wasn't
place.
just about Zuma's arrest anymore. It was